What is at stake for the Houston Rockets in this series?
Well, it's a lot at stake for their organization. I think, I don't know if Mike DAntoni is under pressure because he doesn't have to prove anything. He will continue to coach in this league if he wants to. But, if they get knocked out in this round, there's a chance that he's going to be told, to move on. There's pressure on Daryl Morey, the general manager, who I don't think it was his burning desire to trade Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook, but he made the trade. And then he doubled down going small and fast at midseason. And more, there have been general managers fired for more than that. I think James Harden, who has had opportunity after opportunity over the last 3 years and has never been able to exceed them in the postseason. They've had just things slip through their fingers. I think everybody has a little bit of it, and yet they are the underdogs. They're the significant underdogs, and I think they are the team that will have potential significant changes if they don't win this series.
Why is D'Antoni not under contract past potentially this series? I mean, what gives there?
I think there's a number of different reasons. I think the reason he didn't sign the extension was he didn't want a 1-year extension. In addition to whatever the money was, I think he was like, look, I'll take a 3-year extension. Thank you very much. And I think that's why he didn't sign it. As for why the Rockets didn't feel the need to do it, I don't fully understand it. I don't understand why they haven't negotiated an extension with him in the last 2 days. He is a perfect coach for the way they want to play. And there is a reason why Tillman Fertitta does not want to do it. Only he knows why. Maybe it will present itself to us. Maybe it won't. But if they change coaches, maybe they will get a coach who's successful and takes them even further than D'Antoni. But I don't see – it's so hard to find a good coach, Rich, especially one where the personnel fits your vision. I mean, that's one of the things that happens all the time. You bring in a coach – and it takes either 2 years to get the players he wants, or he fails and he complains that they don't get the players he wants. Well, this is the project. This is a 3 or 4 year project to get the players that he wants. This is what teams want, to match their coach and their style with their talent. I don't see why you undo it, but I can't speak for a lot of things that happen in the NBA.
And then the last one on this subject of the Rockets is Russell Westbrook. Was he rushed back too soon? Because he looked occasionally dreadful, as we know, at the end of Game 6. Game 7 was a little bit better, but he just doesn't look. He does seem to have the burst, but he's not finishing, and it's not crisp. Let's put it that way, at all.
Well, that's a huge injury you have an injury to your thigh, a thigh muscle. I mean, look, no injury is the same. One of the things I learned is, every injury is different with every player. But you look at a guy like Patrick Beverley, he had a calf injury, right? And he missed 6 games. Well, obviously the thigh muscle is much bigger and stronger and it would take longer to heal. And Westbrook came back quicker than the injury happened after, and he returned before. So, I'm sure he's pushing it because it's the playoffs. The thing about Westbrook is that historically, he's had some injuries in his career, including a number of knee surgeries, and he has always come flying out of the gate when he's come back from injuries. It's one of the remarkable things about his career is the way he comes back from injuries. So I think part of it is he just feels like he's a guy who can deal with more than the average player, and we'll see whether that actually plays out or not. There's still time here. He's still getting theoretically better every day.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.